So let me ask you a question. When you own a business and things don't actually go the way you thought it would be, what do you do? How do you handle adversity? And how do you handle when things go wrong? Look, the reality is when you own a business, there is no rule book. I mean, no one actually gave you a manual unless you bought a franchise. And even then, there's not a real manual. The franchise for a manual is really the systemization, but it's not really how you would handle all the situations of everything that's going to go on in your business. Tough times, failures, mistakes, these are actually the things that you actually want. And I know it sounds crazy and it probably sounds dumb to think about. Why would I want failure? But what you're gonna realize is those are the things that are actually gonna carry you through, right? Motivation, right? When someone's motivated and they've got this energy, well, that is like a battery. That's gonna drain over time. And eventually that motivation is gonna die. And if you don't have a reason as to why you're doing something, well, you're not gonna get through the tough times. You're actually not gonna be able to figure out what are the things that you should be doing and what are the things that you shouldn't be doing. So a lot of times whenever I talk to people, they're always telling me all the things that they think a business should be. Passive income, relaxing on the beach, employees doing all the work. And next thing you know, they're like, man, this is nothing like I thought. As a matter of fact, I thought that people were gonna be doing all the work and I'm the one that everyone's bitching at. I'm the one who's gotta make payroll. I'm the one who has to figure these things out, right? And what you don't realize is that's business. Business is all about figuring things out until you have it over and over again and it's perfected. But you are never gonna have a perfect situation. And understanding your why and understanding the reason that you're doing it will be what gets you through the tough times. It's gonna get you through the times where you're cash strapped, right? There's gonna be things that you don't know, right? Should I do this or should I not? That's normal. Every business owner goes through this. If you are going through this and you don't know what you should be doing, you don't even know if you should maybe add an employee or should you fire an employee? Should you buy this expensive software? What if you don't grow? These are all the things that you've always got to think about. And that's why you have to have a team around you, right? There's no successful business or successful business person who says, I did this all on my own. Everything I've done was from me. That person doesn't exist. So why would you think that you're gonna be able to be that person that does it all by themselves when no one does, right? If you don't have a team to talk to, a leadership team to actually ask these tough questions and go, hey, should I do this? Should I not? Am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? If you don't have that team of people, and it could just be a board of directors, it could just be friends, family, as long as they understand the goal of the company, it's gonna be much easier to figure out what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong so that you can move forward smart, decisively, and non-emotionally. So when you wanna go through a business and you wanna go and figure out what you're doing right and you wanna figure out what you're doing wrong, that's when you compare that with the goal of the company, and then you have a team of people that you can talk to. Because a lot of times, look, I know what it's like when you own a business. It's emotional, you're nervous, you don't know if you should be doing this, shouldn't be doing this, and there's no one to tell you if you're doing it right or wrong until maybe you've lost all your money and everyone goes, well, that was stupid, why'd you do that? It's like, well, shit, that would have been good to know a year ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago. But there's no one there to tell you that. You know why? Because it's not their business, it's your business, and that's your responsibility. Just being the hardest worker is not gonna guarantee you success. Just working as hard as you can to get through situations is not gonna guarantee you don't get back into it again. Learning the lesson from the mistakes, that is where you make the money, and that is where you actually earn the right to be a successful business. Just working hard, I hate to say this, it's not gonna guarantee you success. And you hit a pothole, you may hit that same pothole again because you're focused, you're down, and you're running straight right back into it again. Don't be the person that does that. Make sure that when you're working hard, that you do it for a reason, you do it for a goal. Don't work hard to work hard to work smart. Use a team, use the goals, and use people around you. And you know what? Embrace the suck, embrace failing, embrace the tough times. Because as you have these tough times, you're gonna realize that there is a lot better success as a result of those tough times, as opposed to just avoiding them. Hope this helps, we'll talk to you later.